Breaking news on the Las Vegas Raiders. You won't believe what just happened. The news that just came out could change everything for the Raiders, and I'm going to tell you all the details now before anyone else. But first, I need your help. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and like the video. This helps our work a lot and ensures that we continue to bring you all the hot news about the Raiders firsthand, without missing a single detail. Our goal this month is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and with your support, we can achieve that goal. Let's go. The Las Vegas Raiders are in a privileged position to strengthen their roster in the upcoming NFL Draft, holding the 6th overall pick. With so many options available, the team faces a crucial decision: invest in an offensive playmaker to transform their running game or solidify the offensive line to give more protection to the newly acquired quarterback Geno Smith. The Raiders' top prospect has been Ashton Jeanty. The running back, who is unlikely to be picked in the top 5, appears to be the natural fit for the team. Jeanty is seen as an explosive talent who could revolutionize the running game alongside veteran Raheem Mostert, recently signed in free agency. A potential partnership between Jeanty and Mostert would make the Raiders' running attack much more efficient than last year, when the performance of the sector left much to be desired. However, there is another possibility looming large on the franchise's radar. Fox Sports analyst Jeff Schwartz recently published a mock draft in which he projects that the Raiders will select Armand Membou, a reinforcement for the offensive line, instead of an immediate impact running back. The Raiders should prioritize a position of need over a flashy pick like running back. With Geno Smith coming in via trade, the priority should be protecting him. Membou would solidify the right tackle position and allow the Raiders to use later picks to bolster the running game, Schwartz analyzed. Membou is a prospect that has been praised by experts, including NFL prospect Lance Zierlein, who highlights his mobility, strength in contact, and excellent body control. Although he does not have the ideal size for a traditional NFL tackle, his agility and technique make him an intriguing prospect for the Raiders. If they go for Membou, the Raiders would be forming a promising core on the offensive line, pairing him with Jackson Powers-Johnson to provide long-term protection for the offense. The question that hangs in the air is whether Membou is worth such a high draft pick or if the franchise should wait until the beginning of the second round, where there is still promising talent available for the offensive line. Regardless of the final decision, the Raiders have a valuable opportunity to strengthen their roster and will need to choose wisely. Whether it's investing in a dynamic running back like Jeanty or bolstering their offensive line with Membou, the number 6 pick will have a direct impact on the team's future in the NFL. The Raiders still have a big question mark to resolve ahead of the NFL Draft. What will they do to strengthen their wide receiver group? The Las Vegas franchise has made important decisions to revamp its offense, including trading for Geno Smith and signing running back Raheem Mostert. However, the receiver position remains a point of attention, with no major moves so far. Currently, Jakobi Meyers is the team's top wide receiver. Although he is an underrated and extremely efficient player, he fits better as a secondary option than as the main target of an offense. Last season, the Raiders' biggest aerial threat was tight end Brock Bowers, who should continue to be one of the focal points of the offensive game. Still, counting on Meyers and Bowers alone as the main options may not be enough to transform this offense into a truly dangerous unit. Given this scenario, one name that emerges as a possible solution is Amari Cooper. According to an article published by Pro Football and Sports Network and written by Will Ciccone, the Raiders are one of the likely destinations for the veteran receiver, who is currently a free agent. A return for Cooper to Las Vegas would mean a reunion with the team that selected him in the 2015 draft. Last season, the Raiders had Brock Bowers as the leader in receiving yards and touchdowns, while Jakobi Meyers was the only wideout to surpass the 1,000-yard mark. The departure of Davante Adams, who was traded to the New York Jets, left a big void at the position. Youngster Trey Tucker has shown potential and should be given more space, especially with Pete Carroll taking over the team. However, the addition of a veteran like Cooper could provide the experience the receiving group needs to become more competitive. A potential signing of Amari Cooper by the Raiders would not only provide a coaching boost, but also an exciting narrative for fans to follow throughout the season. While Cooper is no longer the dominant receiver who racked up 5 Pro Bowl appearances and multiple 1,000-yard seasons, he still has the talent to contribute. At 31, his biggest challenge has been durability, but whenever he's on the field, he's proven that he can still be a reliable target. He may not be the piece that completely transforms the Raiders' offense, but his experience would be invaluable in developing the team's young wide receivers. Additionally, Cooper wouldn't require a high volume of targets, which would make it easier for him to adapt to the offensive scheme. Considering the team's needs and the possibility of adding a veteran receiver without significantly compromising the salary cap, the Raiders should seriously consider this move. If used well, Cooper could end his career where it all began, contributing to a new era for the franchise in Las Vegas. Do you think the Raiders should bring back Amari Cooper to bolster the receiving corps? In my opinion, that would be a smart move. Cooper may not be at the peak of his career, but his experience would help develop the young wide receivers and give Geno Smith another reliable option on offense. Plus, the story of a return to the team that drafted him would make it even more interesting for fans. But what about you? Do you think Cooper can still contribute to the Raiders, or do you think the team should look for another name on the market? Let us know in the comments. See you soon.